My brother literally just pulled up, y'all. I've been waiting for him. And I thought I would go live while I was waiting for him. He just pulled up. I don't even think he sees me. Let me honk at him. He just pulled up in my car. Michael! Let me pull up next to him because I don't even think he's seen me, y'all, honestly. Michael! Y'all hear the baby? Michael? That's your Uncle Michael. Yeah, I'm so sick. It's ridiculous. It's so weird to see my old car, y'all. Yeah, I honked the beep beep. Okay, let me try to position y'all. There's my brother, y'all. I was going live while I was waiting for you. You literally pulled up right when I hit the live button. I was like, perfect timing. Hey, love, hey.
Yeah, all passengers seated.
Yeah, turn your car off so you don't waste the gas. Oh, I was going to tell you want to park it, and I'll drive you around so you can save your gas.
Drive me where?
Because I'm in a gas saver. I thought you... Could we put it in the trash? I thought you had to go give Luke a McDonald's.
BJ told me not to.
Oh, okay. Okay, so, anywho. We're already here, so might as well have the conversation. So, let me roll the windows up. It's cold. Hey, guys. Callie checking in Sacramento. Hey, Callie King. So, hit a like on your way in. Let me try to get the lights on because it's like that's Uncle Aaron. That's Uncle Michael. Hey, brother, I remember when your sister was dummy worried about you. Glad to that you're here to be you. Okay, so all right, so real quick before my brother does a check-in, let me put the phone on both of us. You cold? Yeah. Skin and bones over here.
I've been trying to gain weight. Shit's difficult. Make me think they drugged me or something.
Okay, there you go. Because it is dark over here. Okay. Mama's phone. Okay, so before we get into my brother, you guys, as you can see in the thumbnail, I do want to... No baby shark doo-doo. So today, when I was at my grandma's, I filled her in on everything with my brother. I did talk to the... is she a sheriff or a sheriff? I talked to Heidi. I spoke with her. So I spoke with the sheriff, y'all. We're on the phone. And then after... Yes. Okay, 1 second, okay? Hold on, okay? Thank you. I got on the phone with Renee. You guys, I told you guys about Renee. He's my brother's childhood sweetheart. They've been best friends for years. So I was talking to her. My phone died. When I charged my phone back up, all these text messages came in from my mom. And as you guys know, I tell you guys all the time, my mom is constantly texting me every day. I don't know why. I don't know why she just can't keep the peace and just live her life over there and I'll live my life over here. So I'm reading the text messages to my grandma and my grandma's done. She's just like, take me over there. I had enough. Like, I need to check. She's like, basically, I'm going to check my daughter. And I was like, are you sure, Grandma? She said, yeah, take me up over there. It's ridiculous. You have 4 kids to raise. And it's the things that she's saying in the text messages, you guys, is just crazy. Like, crazy, right? Definitely you can't be sober saying these things. And it's crazy because in one paragraph she's threatening me, and then the next paragraph she's telling me she loves me, and the third paragraph she's like talking about the kids. It's like, what's going on? Like, the math thing, what's going on with you? So basically what happened is I took my grandma over there. I put her in the wheelchair, pushed her halfway to the door, and my grandmother knocked on the door. I took a couple clips. I'll post them. And my grandma was like, first she was nice. She was like, my mom was shocked, y'all. My mom was like, she opened the door and she was like, Mom? Because she was completely shocked my grandma was in her wheelchair knocking at the door, right? Because my grandma's never did that before, as long as my mom has lived there. And my grandma was like, look, I don't care what's going on, but you need to stop. You need to stop harassing Keishelle. Leave her alone. Because I haven't spoken to my mother, shared any text messages, calls, nothing since January 14th. We are on what? Today is February 26th. I've had no communication with her. When my brother went to pick up the car and I went over there, I didn't talk to her. I didn't say nothing to her. My brother handled the whole situation. I seen her, she seen me, but there was no conversation. I have not spoke to her. There's no reason. When she sends me the text messages, once you hit send and you send me something, I can say what I want at that point. If you don't want me to talk about something, don't text me, because you're not texting me. I'm not communicating with you. You're texting yourself. And you're going on a rampage, y'all. The amount, I would say over 200 text messages between her phone, LD's phone, and somebody else's phone, and text-free numbers of text messages. It is ridiculous. I'm already, David McDonald. I don't know who you are, but you gotta go. We don't even got time for any negativity. Mods, if they talking about anything crazy, gotta go. We ain't even doing it. So I'm just like, at this point, everything, y'all, today when I got the call from my brother, I do want to be transparent. It was triggering. It was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Is my brother okay? What's going on? You know, even having the conversation with the sheriff after I hung up with her, that was triggering, because it was me. It almost felt in a way I was reliving the situation with Aaron, not to the same magnitude, but it felt like that. Like, oh my gosh, like I'm on the phone with the police. I need to see my brother. I'm glad he's sitting here next to me to make sure he's okay. I can look at him. We can have a conversation. But it's just, today was a lot with everything. Then my grandma got sick on the drive back to her house. She started vomiting. It was just a lot for her. This has been a lot for my grandma. Seeing your grandson that you raised all over the news, having people, come up to us in Walmart. Was that Aaron on the news? Oh my gosh, every time my brother has court, they put it on the ABC News. Like, it's all over the internet. It's all over you. It's everywhere, right? We are connected to Aaron, especially me. And people know us in our city. We have a big following on TikTok. You guys know that. And they know my grandma. And so my grandma's on my social media. So that comes with putting your life on social media. But it's just like, man, like my grandma's older. She's 73 years old. So seeing her daughter act like this towards her children that she didn't even raise. So that's another thing. You didn't even raise this and you acted like this is mind blowing. And seeing her grandson be on the television screen when he was wanted, like, that's a different process for my grandma, because she raised him. It's not the same feelings or process that I am or Michael. That was like his mom. So that was a lot today, y'all. My grandma was hot. She's so sick and tired. My mom started screaming at the door, Keishelle is getting me kicked out of here. How would I be getting you kicked out of somewhere? My name isn't on anything in there. How does that have anything to do with me? The reason why you're getting kicked out, like I've said 100 times, and I'll say again, you're getting kicked out is because Gary did not put you on the lease. Gary did not add you to his Section 8. Because Gary did not do that, and Gary is no longer with us, your name is nowhere near on the low-income housing voucher or in the lease. So just like she posted on Facebook, and I have this screenshot because one of my supporters sent it to me. She started a GoFundMe, and she wrote a big paragraph. Because Key always comes with the receipt. I will post it in my community tab where she says, the landlord says she can live there as long as she can cover the $1,000 rent. Stop trying to gaslight me. Stop trying to diminish my character and say that I'm getting you kicked out of somewhere, when that is a lie from the pit of hell. You are getting kicked out because you are not on the lease, nor were you on the Section 8 voucher. You're saying that to everybody. You're putting it on social media. But the truth is, you contradict yourself, because you made a whole entire post saying, oh, I actually can stay here. I started a GoFundMe to raise the rent. So be careful, because you say one thing with your mouth and you text one thing on the internet, and everybody's watching, and they send it to me, and I'm like, the proof is in the pudding. And I always come with the receipt, so I'll put it in my community tab. So it's like, stop doing that. Stop trying to put this on me. That your man failed to put you on the lease and failed to put you on his Section 8. So it has nothing to do with me whatsoever. Stop trying to put your circumstances on me. Period, point blank. So my grandma had enough of that. She's tired of it. You know, my thing is that you're on one side of the case and I'm on one side of the case. So it's like, just like the lawyer has told me not to have any communication with Gary's family or my mom's, I haven't and will not. No problem. And my mom needs to respect that, period, point blank. So I did want to address that. I did want to share that with you before we start talking to my brother. So my brother's here. How you feeling?
Stressed out.
Okay.
So now I know I can't slander this company because I work for them. But what I can do is speak my truth and what happened. I can't throw slanders. So the other night I was trying to go to sleep. I went to bed, or I tried to go to sleep after picking up my roommate, my baby mama's little brother, Corey. And I did as much as I could to try to go to sleep. And then I started to hear white noise. And then after white noise, I started to hear a conversation. Now, mind you, we all know who has mental issues. I've had minor encounters with certain things in my life, but not ever once have I had a slip up or a mental break. There probably are no bruises on my neck to speak of the encounter, but it's bruised inside. My throat hurts. My voice is a little off. Sorry, y'all. And I forgot to trim up. So they're talking about, last night, they were talking about having me out of, like, kicking me out. The employees were on the phone. My roommate's girl had called up half of the people I work with, had them on the phone talking to me. Now, mind you, we have people outside patrolling the area and trail cams, so I know it's not coming from outside. So the conversation proceeds. I can't sleep. I go downstairs. I start talking to my roommate about how he's getting to work. Then the next day, I get up from finally going to sleep, finding any kind of way I could to get to sleep, finally get to sleep. Wake up the next day, go to address it with my roommates, and they start to get hostile with me, saying that I'm losing my mind. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I don't have mental slips. Like, I don't. So, and especially being sober, I'm not even drinking. Like, quit smoking weed, don't drink to speak of. So where is the mental slip coming into play? Now, I know I've had my history of pills and this, that, and the third in the past, but I haven't had any slip-ups. I haven't stopped or quit working long enough to enjoy life. So the day goes on. After we have our little argument inside the house, I decide I'm going to pull off after one of my roommates telling me that he's going to punch me down if I talk about it again. Why are you upset that I'm talking about my experience? What bearing does that have on you except for other people looking at you? And even then, we only live in the same house. We're two separate people. Your reputation and my reputation are two different things. You're a cook, I work lifts, and the other person works a cashier, and then there's one that works as a rental tech and rentals. None of us have the same job title. Why are you assuming that we're all grouped together? The only thing that connects me and my baby mama's little brother is my son. So they're hostile behind my voice. Just me talking what I'm saying. So that means you're a part of it. Because the only reason that you would have to be upset about me talking about my experience, not yours. I didn't wake you up in the middle of the night talking about, oh, I'm hearing voices. No. Did I? Matter of fact, I waited till you got a full night's sleep. Even though one of my roommates, I gave a drive home from his mama's house and didn't have to. Went and picked him up because he had to go to the hospital, sleep deprived, because the night previous to that, I was having the same problem. Went to work sleep deprived, got off sleep deprived, and sleep deprived went to go get him and drove back. If it wasn't true, I'm confused, right? Why would they be upset if it wasn't true? Correct. Facts. Big facts. If it wasn't true, why are they mad? That's what I'm saying. they're not taking into account that they're guilting themselves, that they're only playing the guilty party. So as I start to pull off, the only other car at the house starts to pull off at the same time I pull off. Literally, I start to pull off, he starts to pull off. So it makes it look like I'm trying to hit his truck. Just another thing they can put on me, right? Driving recklessly. I think not. So I get to my supervisor. Before he can pull out in front of me, I pull off in front of him. Zoom out. Zoop. You're not finna make it to my supervisor before I can explain what's going on. And get to my supervisor. She's acting weird. Bar none. Like she already knows what's happening. I guess my GM, my general manager, had already called her. Hey, woo, this going on over here. Something's about to go down. I get there. She's on the side. Now, mind you, I get there. I start telling her about it. She looks really like she doesn't give a fuck. Her face just says, I give no fucks about what you're saying at all. That's what her face is. Completely condescending. About 10, not even 10 minutes go by. I'm talking. My roommate pulls up. I'm standing there, mind you, talking to my super, well, not my supervisor, but a manager. Manager standing right there. He gets in my face. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? And he's talking about me pulling off in front of the truck. Then he chest bumps me. Okay, mind you, my roommate is 6'5" and 255 pounds. I am all of 5'11" or 5'10" and a half and 100 and maybe 65 pounds. This man grabs me by my throat, picks me up off my feet in front of one of my managers. I mean, when I say by my throat is still sore, okay?
You might not have no bruises till tomorrow.
Yeah, and I probably won't develop bruises, but I do bruise quite easily.
Right.
So he picks me up off the ground. Mind you, my manager's standing right there, right in front of her face. Picks me off the ground with his bare hands, chokes the shit out of me, and I didn't move a muscle. I was in complete shock. I'm like, bro, you call me brother on a daily, and you're letting these people manipulate you?
Right.
And then you're letting your girl follow in the same footsteps because she's mad that you're out here with a single dude thinking that we're picking up bitches, and we're not. I'm over here harping about exes and some more stuff, and he's trying to pick my spirits up. And the only way he knows how is to be like, oh, look, there's a pretty girl. And she's mad about it. Dude, he's not hitting on bitches. Get over it. You're upset for nothing. No, I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him at all. I kept my hands at my side. No, it wasn't necessary. Sorry you went through that. Vince said I'd be upset if I missed a tooth. I'd be upset if I was you.
All right, don't talk to the trolls. Yeah.
So it's not. It's a chip tooth, sweetheart. So
don't
okay. So he choked me out, and I tried to gather myself back. He let me go after the manager kept screaming at him, and his girlfriend continued to scream at him. And the manager and my GM and the cop all rushed over to the people that were tormenting me. Immediately, I rushed over to the people that were tormenting me. Like, walked right over to them and was like, hey, like, what's up? You know, all this other stuff. Like, they were talking with him and smirking and doing all this other junk. Like, I'm sitting there, just got choked out. And you're talking to the person that choked me out. Like, you're sitting there chopping it up like everything's cool and gravy, knowing the man just literally wrapped his hands around my throat and made a complete circle with his hands. Complete. He had my whole neck in both of his hands. All right, I appreciate y'all. And then I got choked out because he thought I was trying to hit the car. And in reality, I was just trying to get to a supervisor first. so I could talk to my supervisor without them being present. So all I was trying to do is ensure my safety, in which case it wasn't insured. My safety wasn't insured because I knew that man had hostility behind him when I pulled off. I went in front of a manager and they failed to ensure my safety. So I literally had a manager choke me, or I literally had a manager watch me get choked out, and that man went to work today.
That's wild.
And we were off the clock, but I'm not doing that.
So what's the resolution? What was that? That's the part I don't know. And
The resolution was to move me houses. Now, this is the second time I've been accosted up there. The first time was a hate crime. I was pushed to the floor as this man screamed, "What are you going to do about it, nigga?" And mind you, the man is white. The police showed up shortly after the man choked me out. I refused to give the full details of the situation until I was sure the man was not present. Victims do not have to give statements in front of the people that caused them to be a victim. I do not have to do that. I shouldn't have to state my thing in front of the person who basically put hands on me. I should not have to do that. So I shouldn't have to write my statement or give my testimony to a cop in front of the same person I'm giving testimony in front of.
right.
Yeah. Blue eyes. No, I don't use drugs. My roommate does, though. Got a lot of pills on him, too. Anyway. So, with that being said, I'm sober. Matter of fact, if you know anything about drugs, your eyes don't dilate in the light when you look at light. So your pupils won't shrink. That's what that means. Your pupils won't shrink if you're on drugs. Question solved. Eyes don't dilate when you're off of high.
YouTube updated that app, and so when you go live, a whole bunch of robot people come in, don't even.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I shouldn't have been subjected to that type of treatment. And then the cop was completely condescending the entire time, trying to blame it on my mental health. Where the cop that approached me was condescending, not understanding, condescending. Rude and condescending. Had nothing, was completely on their side. So, what I did...
Did they switch you houses?
They switched me houses. After the cop talked to me, was completely condescending, had two other cops show up and look at me in the same manner. Like I was just blowing smoke up their butts. And I wasn't.
So you got a new place. Are you in a house full of people?
I am in a house full of people. I'm in a house full of... they all work in different places. Real cool guys. Real chill mentalities. They're basically like... They have manager or supervisor type mentality. You know, they're always trying to see you do well. So... we grew up together. We should. So we did our best. I mean, I did my best to try to remain cool, calm, and collective while the cop was basically being completely condescending in my face. And then I got new housing.
Mm-hmm.
My manager was the GM and the other manager that was present during the original assault helped me move houses.
Okay.
And which was kind of painful because they made me write out a witness report while construction was going on, and you could hear motherfuckers talking about, "Oh, we heard what you said, woo, this, that, and the third." Like, why are you at the hotel? Why is my management allowing you to hear what I'm saying? So I blew that off. Then I get to my house and start moving, and she's on the phone with one of them. So I don't appreciate the disrespect. That's fine.
Right.
You know, play your part. Play your role. But don't think, I'm not throwing shade. I'm telling the truth. These are not, how did I put it earlier? I'm not slandering Aramark's name. What I'm doing is speaking facts. What I heard and saw. That is all I'm doing. I saw my manager give cute and funny faces to the person that just accosted me. Just assaulted me in front of another manager. Like that was anything positive to me. I shouldn't have seen.
Did you get a write-up or anything? Like
I shouldn't see any reprimand from being assaulted
right.
or a victim.
I'm wondering if they're gonna get a write-up for their behavior or his behavior.
I highly doubt it. You want to know why? That's her lead cook.
Oh right, you did say.
Yeah.
That.
So I'm not a cook, right? But that man's a cook. The man that assaulted me is a cook. They're trying to prevent him from losing his job so they don't have to hire another cook. Period. Or else he would have been gone. In any other workplace, he'd have been gone. Cops would have had him in cuffs. If he had been working in Fresno, I guarantee you he'd have been in cuffs. Matter of fact, if this had been at Amazon, no matter if I fought back or not, I would have lost my job.
So how do you feel? You have to go back to work tomorrow, right?
I do have to go back to work. No, it's my choice of whether or not I want to return next day. I still can take 2 days off because I got assaulted.
Do you get it paid?
I don't know that I know of, but they should. They really should, because it wasn't nothing that I did that caused the cost.
Right.
Or the assault. So
how do you feel? How do you feel about going back up there? Like, what do you
I
feel?
really feel unsafe working there, knowing that they're not going to protect me and they're going to take his side. Because I seen what happened. That cop did not put him in cuffs after he wrapped his hands around my throat. And my manager should have told her what happened. So if she knew, and even though I didn't say it, the cop should have spoke on it.
All right.
But the cop didn't.
All right.
Because my manager had already told her. So there's no reason for you not to ask.
Right. The math ain't mathing.
The math ain't mathing. It sure isn't. So, I mean, I'm just saying. Like, is that what you do to people up there? Because I'm not presenting slander. These are factual events.
Right.
I may have moved houses and, we all have to work around each other. No, we don't. We really don't. And this set of situations is the second time I've been accosted, and as well as the second time that nothing has happened. So what can happen is they can give me a different job. Because if it gets to a third time, he should be arrested. That's right. It's all assault, not to be so. Anyway, trying to take 2 days off just to get some time to yourself, relaxed mentality. That's crazy from those crazy people. You should take the week off. The rest of the week, take a mental break. I can file charges against him for assault, as well as a couple of other things. Report that police station for mishandling an assault charge. That's gonna be bad. Plus 3 other cops that were present, who also reviewed the information, who didn't put cuffs on him. I think I can file a charge against him, and as well as file charges against that police station, and as well against anyone else involved in this situation. Now, what the man can do is admit what happened that night, the phone calls, and I'll leave it alone. Admit it, and I'll leave it alone. But if you're not, I'm pressing charges.
Right.
Like, it's simple as that. I want them to admit what they were trying to do to me. If they can't do that, then I'm pressing charges. I give them 24 hours. If they cannot I will. If they cannot come with a reasonable explanation why they were taunting me, or at least tell me, then I'm pressing charges. They got 24 hours. That's it. That's all they got. 24 hours. They got 24 hours to admit via text message, via phone call, or face to face to tell me y'all were doing something stupid. Other than that, I'm pressing charges. Oh yeah, okay, bet. I feel mentally fine. I just don't feel safe going up there, knowing that my safety isn't protected. That they would rather protect someone's job than protect me,
Right.
a person. Not 1 minute over, I swear. Not 1 minute over. 24 hours, not 1 minute over on my soul. I'm not a boy. Somebody remove that. Or I'm a man, but I'm not a boy. This from that Rich. File a lawsuit. And as I should and as I will. So y'all, I appreciate y'all with everything that I am. Y'all really make it easier to like really talk about it. So that's what we're doing. I appreciate y'all with every ounce that I am. It does make it a lot easier to breathe, knowing that I was able to vent out to y'all, being able to talk, especially to a group. That anything could have happened during the assault. Exactly, anything. That man could have broke my neck. The weight difference and size difference, if he had lifted me up high enough, he could have separated. He could have separated my spine from my head.
Right.
Basically, could have killed me right there on the spot.
And that's what I'm worried about, because even when you don't mean to hurt somebody, freak accidents, he could have accidentally snapped your neck.
Yeah, he could have. If he would have shook me side to side,
Right.
I'd be dead right now.
So that's the issue that I have. That they basically gave him a slap on the wrist and let him go about his day. So my thing is,
I do need something.
You know what I mean? What happens if something happens again? Then what? You know what I mean? Because now I'm involved. Now I was present.
Look, she said
my name was taken down.
Automatically an arrest anywhere. That's so wild.
Right.
And you right. You are so right, D. Look, that is an automatic arrest anywhere except for where I am.
Right, because he's in the mountains.
Yeah.
He's in
no,
the
I can say where I'm at because
Okay.
that's not slander.
Right.
I'm at
He's
Yosemite and Wawona.
He's in the mountains, so it's different. You know, it's not like a police department. It's like a sheriff and rangers. It's a different protocol. You know, they have at leisure, right? They have like, they can, well, you know what I mean? But here, if, like my brother said, if that was to happen here, arrest would immediately, that man would have been in handcuffs and behind the police car for sure. So
yeah, and in regards to you earlier, yes, I could use some help. I do need some help. So whatever help you guys can give, I'd appreciate it. I'm not asking for a handout by any regard because I basically just got paid anyway. But what I do need, sheriffs enforce the law, police enforce policy.
right, there you go. I couldn't put it together, you know what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But you got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
You know, it's a different, especially you have to remember they're not in a city. They're in the mountains. You know what I mean? So situations are totally different up there, you know, than they are up here. So.
I mean, guys.
We're going to go home, y'all. We're going to have a glass of wine. And we're just going to have some Stella Rose and chop it up. We'll come back with you guys after we have our glass, and we'll just chop it up because we haven't really been able to talk about, you know, the whole ordeal.
Okay, I appreciate you.
You know what I mean? With my brother, because he hasn't been here. So we'll
need
do
to
that. Yeah, and I need to feed my kids. I already fed the baby. He's knocked out. So, yeah, guys, let me wrap it up with him. You can tell him about it. I'll drop my brother's links to his social media in the description box.
Y'all can tell I'm stressed out. I ain't shaved. Oh, I got the Guru Nanda too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff works, y'all. Give it a shot.
They're not sponsored, but yeah.
Yeah, no, they're not. But hey, you know, I'm not holding out.
Yeah.
I'm not holding. You feel me? But anyway, y'all take care. We'll tap back in with you ASAP. I gotta hop in my car. I am so exhausted. Rings around my eyes.
Yeah,
it's
you
tough.
definitely need a good night rest for sure.
Am I gay? No, I'm not gay. I want to answer that though. Like, I'm straight.
Right. You don't even give off gay vibes.
Yeah, no. I've had a bi-curious phase earlier in my life, but I'm done with that part. I'm straight all the way. Thanks, Sex Gal. Well, anyway, y'all have a blessed night. I wish y'all the best. And as always, peace, love, and chicken grease.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were. Oh, you want to follow me to my house?
Oh, yeah.
And then wherever you want to go eat, I'll just take you so we can park. I'm going to have you park the car in the garage. Okay. So, yeah, y'all. That was an update for my brother. I know you guys were on live with me today. Let me wipe the camera off, y'all. That's too oily for me. I know I'm still sick, y'all, so forgive me. I know I came on live early this morning and told you guys what was going on. He did make it down to Fresno. He is going to stay the night with me tonight at my house. And I just want to be there for him, hear him out. As you guys can see, he's going through it. Pure point blank. He's going through it. And he needs his big sister, and I want to be here to the best of my ability for him. I am very concerned with his mental. I am concerned if he's going through some mental illness. I am. Absolutely. So I do just want to be here for him and offer services and whatever I can do to help him, because we both have been through a lot. I manage stress and trauma completely different than my brother. I'm the oldest, I'm the older sister. They're my baby brothers. So, I want to make sure that I encourage and let him know it's okay to feel overwhelmed by losing our father and, losing our brother to another system, a jail system. And my brother did go see my mom today. He didn't talk about that, but he did see my mom when he did get to Fresno. We'll talk about that when we get back on. My mom and Michael have a totally, completely different relationship. And as you guys know, Michael hasn't been around since the tragedy happened. He's been nowhere around. He's been in the mountains. So shout out to my mods. Thank you guys so much for being here and modding the chat. I appreciate you guys. Seems to be good mentally. He just seems like he wanted to be heard and was hearing him, but you know him better than we do. Yes. Thank you, sis. That's the only way it's been popping up for me. Okay. Yes, I definitely will do that. I love y'all. Thank you for my mods. Shout out to my mods for modding the chat and controlling everything in here. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. Thanks for being here today. It's been a lot today, y'all, especially being sick. Talk to the sheriff. It just was very triggering. I want to be transparent with you guys. Very, very triggering from the situation that happened with my brother Aaron, especially for, my grandma going off on my mom today because my grandma had enough. It was a lot. Today was a lot, okay? So I'm going to go get my babies in bed, relieve my babysitter so she can go home, feed my babies because their bedtime is at 8:45 and it is 7:15. And this mama do not play about her schedule. We stay on schedule. So I'm going to get home and relieve my babysitter, pick them something up to eat and get them ready for bed. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for hearing my brother out. This is a part of my life. This is keeping up with the Kennedys, my family. We share our journey. And we consider y'all to be a part of our family. So make sure you guys hit a like. If you haven't joined the family, hit the subscribe button and join the Key Gang. Love y'all, and we'll see you in a minute.